Been following us for a while, then you know we had a huge list of projects that we wanted to get to when we decided to purchase our fixer-upper about a year ago. It's been a little bit over a year. We hit a year in May. We did everything, like we focused all of our time, our money, everything on the inside, making sure that we got it to where we're happy with it. We're not finished by any means. There's still lots of projects that we would like to do, but we focused everything on the inside of the house. With that being said, the outside landscaping was horrific. It was so bad. It was not cute whatsoever. And it really sucked too, because I mean, of course, like curb appeal is really important, and it's like the first impression that your home gives before people even walk in the door. It's the outside of your house. And we're also on a corner lot, so you can see our house from like the street for like big time, especially because our front yard is huge. You can see it. We decided to focus on the inside because that's where we live and where we enjoy the most, and so that's what we did. I mean, of course, we have our yard people that would come and like do the maintenance and stuff, but it just did not have any curb appeal whatsoever, which I will insert a photo here. So you guys can get the gist of what it used to look like. Those bushes drove me crazy. First of all, the flower bed in the front was huge. It was like a giant square, and then they only put the flower bed area around the border and then one tree. So everything in the back here, it was just wasted space. First thing we had to do was have Manny pull all of the bushes out. So what we decided to do was the two bushes there on the side of the house and in the front, the tree, we actually relocated those to the backyard. And then all of the bushes that kind of made that U shape, we ripped them all out, chunked them. And we were left with lots of roots that we had to dig out. The roots took forever, getting all of those roots out. Lots of work. This was definitely a long process, and Manny decided to do everything in stages just because it was a lot of work for him. So the first thing he started with was actually working on the sprinkler system. That was to clean out the hose?
The water.
Oh. Here is our latest project. We had horrible bushes all in here, and they only came on the outside of the flower bed, and then we had one tree, so all of that back there was just completely empty. Pulled all of those out. We had two ugly bushes here, which those are gone. So now we're gonna start working on all of this and do some border here. Just spruce it up. Okay, so right now he's digging up the existing sprinkler system so he can bury it further down, because they were sticking up really high and I don't know why. I don't know if you can see that one here, but it's like really high where people could trip over it, so he's gonna bury it down lower so it doesn't stick out. So then after he finished working on the sprinkler system and getting everything set, we moved on to outdoor lighting.
So the lights come with this connection here, so you're supposed to put your wire through here and snap this together, and then these little prongs that are inside will basically click in the wire, and that will basically run the power. But the problem is that it tells you that these are not waterproof and that you're supposed to put electrical tape, and these are way too bulky to try to put electrical tape and try to keep it from water not in the electric part. So what I did was I ended up, what I do is I cut these off here, and I take the tags here. These here yourself. Okay. So what I ended up buying are these little electrical clips. So they're male and female connectors, which I'm going to show you a trick, because so basically these will go connected like this. Once you have them connected, then you can electrical tape this. You can put electrical tape around this, and this is a lot easier for you to make sure you have enough electrical tape where the water won't reach. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually, and this here, the wire is so thin that you're gonna grab a little bit more than usual. Same thing on the other side. And what I do is I fold these in half. And just get your crumper. It's the first one. Half. So that's the second one. This is the tricky part. The trick now is to actually cut these here, but you're gonna have to splice it right in the middle. What was it at? Well, where did we have it? We had it right here. Yeah, there we go. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna splice this right in the middle. Okay. Make sure that's all you cut. There we go. So now, what we're going to do is you're going to cut yourself a little section here. I like to use scissors because it makes it a lot easier for you to make the cut that you need. Plus it's not so difficult where if you even press a little bit too hard, it's not going to cut through the wire. So you gotta be careful. End up cutting your finger off. What you're trying to do is make sure you can expose the middle wire. There we go. Just like that. And then that. All right. You gotta make sure you give yourself enough wire here. What you're going to do is you're going to bend this in half. You're going to twist this. You're going to stick this one in there. And then you're going to crimp it. And then you're going to connect this in here. And that will be your connection. That's it.
Just set up where we want the lights. It's getting dark outside, so you can't see the best. But we have there, here, here, on either side of these bushes, and then all around here. Okay, there's what it looked like like before. No lights. See how dark it is over there? Hey, it looks so pretty. We're starting with 10 bags of this white gravel rock. So, $3.50 each. Start working on the front yard landscaping. So here's what we're starting with all around. We're also using this plastic to put all around to help control weeds. Well, that looks easy enough.
Yeah, well, I'll cut a piece the size that you want it so I don't have to get a measuring tape.
Yeah.
This was actually go over here. We're gonna fill them up with rocks so when the water drains this way, it'll come through here and then it'll go out that way.
Hey, should we try to get like maybe 2 bags of the mulch just to do around the bushes in the front? Because those don't need anything except mulch around them.
Which bushes?
Those, the 2 little ones we left. Well, at least it's not crappy grass. That's good.
No. Actually, this is better than
what we put first?
Yeah.
It looks more green. You guys don't even understand how hard it's been to get grass. Anything important they should know before they start planting grass?
Just make sure you get all the roots out. That's it.
Well,
that's right. You're gonna want another.
Does it need to be leveled or anything?
Yeah. You have to level it as much as possible.
we're productive. We already finished putting the rest of the rocks down. So now we're headed to Home Depot yet again to finally go buy plants. I'm gonna fingers crossed that this goes well.
Sure.
I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to gardening whatsoever. I'm just winging it. So, but it looks so much better already with the rocks finished and the new grass put in. Oh, that squirrel!
Where?
Double knockout rose. They stay tall like that, or they? That's for green shrub. What are these? Let's see. Full sun shrub. Cute. Yellow. I love these. Full sun. Yay! Okay, we got lots of pink and purple in there already. I love the yellow. An hour later. Was it an hour? I think it was an hour. We are back in the car. We've got all of our roses in here and plants in the back of the truck. I think what took the longest was Googling all of the plants so that we could actually see what they look like fully grown and how much space they're going to take up. And that's something to consider if you're planting and you don't know anything about plants like us. We needed to kind of have a visual. So that took more than anything, is just Googling each plant to see what it would look like fully grown and if we would like it that way. And then also trying to make sure we could find all the plants that would fit our area that would take full sun. So hopefully we did it right. We'll see. I'm excited though. There's so many pretty flowers. It's a little overwhelming because there's so much to look at and to choose from. But hopefully we did good. Right, but we don't want to.
We don't want to do that. We just want to see how far it can get.
Okay, so right now we're trying to map out where they need to go. We also have to pay attention to each of these plants tells you how wide and tall they're going to grow and how far apart you need to plant. So that's something else we're trying to pay attention to make sure we give them plenty of room to grow.
Yeah. These here, they grow like weeds. Remember the big bushes?
Mm-hmm.
So
these little purple ones, right?
Yeah.
And the green.
And the green. So what I'm thinking is we actually put them here so you won't block the view there.
Okay, so these little guys look super tiny and scrawny, but they do not stay like that. They grow to like full, they'll be like that big.
Yeah.
So this whole thing will be like packed. All the little plants come with little tags. So what we're paying attention to is how big they get, how far apart they need to be. Yay, we're putting in mulch. Okay, so we went with the black mulch. They've got tons of colors, but this is the one that I wanted. Some of our neighbors have red, I don't like that. But they have tons of different colors of mulch. So here's not mulch, mulch. And of course all these little guys look super tiny right now, but they're gonna grow bigger. We still got to work on this one over here. So remember, these are the ones that we said are going to grow into like little bushes of the purple and the green. And then these will be like a pinkish purple color, and then the roses. So after we had finally finished planting all of the new plants, the very next day, it flooded. The whole area completely flooded. Half of our yard was underwater. This area's never flooded. We got so much rain that it actually killed our freshly planted rose bushes. Literally the day that we finished planting all of our flowers, everything was planted and it looked gorgeous and we were done, we got a flood. It's never flooded in our neighborhood over like 20 something years, 30 years, never ever flooded here. And the very next day, it flooded our whole area, our neighborhood, our whole area. It took Manny over 3 hours to get home. People couldn't get in our neighborhood. Half of our yard was underwater. it flooded. I tried to wait a few weeks to like see if they'd come back to life. They were gone. So that happened. All of our fresh landscaping just got trampled on from all of the massive rain that we had. Ended up posting a picture before and after photo on Instagram. Sometimes it really does help to take photos just to give you a different perspective, because sometimes you're just in it too much that you can't really see it. So sometimes you need to back away, and photos help you to do that. And I posted that picture, and as soon as I did, I instantly hated the shape that we chose for the flower bed. I think we were so stuck on sticking with what was originally there instead of just making it our own and making it better that I lost sight of that. And I don't know what I was thinking. It just looked like a huge square, and it was not flattering at all. It just didn't work. And everything I was reading was telling me like you should put curves in your flower beds. It gives it better curve appeal, not to have straight lines, to have curves. And I saw that, and yet somehow I dropped the ball. So instantly I told Manny, was like, you're gonna want to kill me, but we have to fix it. And so we did, and we went back in there and curved it, and now it looks 100 times better. So much better, and we're so happy with it. The whole square thing was not working, so now that we actually have it curved, it's gonna match this corner part here and just give it better curve appeal. And then we have this kind of curved a little bit, so the yard guy's gonna come tomorrow, clean this up, and then we'll put the new grass in, and I think it'll look a lot better. So there's the update, because y'all know I just was not happy with the way this was going, so we switched it up, just made it more rounded, and then all the grass is grown in now, so much better. It just looks so much better rounded. That's the way we had it square. It just wasn't working for me. So I'm happy. Okay, since I just watered my plants, I thought I would update y'all. They're thriving.